Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And this is a paid request for Bjorn. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I also do have a Cash App because people have asked about that. It could be any type of topic, reaction, commentary, review, re-review, random thoughts, topics, tier list, rankings, video game playthroughs, whatever the case may be. I'll get to it as soon as I can. And Bjorn wanted me to talk about another Queen album, this time Sheer Heart Attack, which is their third album that came out in 1974. Now, whatever album I'm listening to, the Queen, I can at least listen to Freddie Mercury, who has such a wonderful voice, and you have some really killer tracks of guitar work. So, it's never going to be the worst thing you're listening to. And the first two albums, there were not a whole lot of songs I was familiar with. I think my Queen knowledge is more into the 80s era, whether it be Flash Gordon, stuff that's in Highlander, Iron Eagle. Like, it was movies at first. There was movies where I found the songs from Queen. One Vision, even other songs like another one, Bites the Dust, We Are the Champions, stuff like that. Who Wants to Live Forever from Highlander, Princes of the Universe. All those songs I enjoy. Now, getting into this album, the first song I heard for the first time, Brighton Rock, in the movie Baby Driver. I enjoy the film Baby Driver. It's by Edgar Wright. I know not everyone likes that film. I can understand that, but I quite enjoy Baby Driver. I thought the action scenes were fantastic. I did not mind the lead guy. I liked John Hamm, who I guess you could say becomes our villain. Yeah, our main villain at the end. Kevin Spacey, he is who he is, as we come to find out, but I did not mind his performance in the movie. And I thought Edgar Wright did a really good job showcasing the usage of music along with the, again, very well done car chase and action sequences. And in the finale, one of the big songs used is Brighton Rock. All rock of ages do not crumble, love is breathing still. And there's like a 3-minute guitar solo, which is crazy. Again, it's a pretty lengthy song, and again, 3-minute guitar solo. So I give credit to that, to not miss a beat in the span of 3 minutes. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite Queen song. I would say there's other songs like the ones I mentioned, even songs on here that I liked a bit more than that. But at least it was a song I was familiar with, and again, Freddie Mercury's voice as well as the great guitar solo, still worth a listen. Number 2, which is probably my favorite song on the album, is Killer Queen. But that's a very familiar song. It has a nice rhythm to it. She's a killer queen, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. But the butter do 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 do, boom do 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 do, but don't do 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 do, ba da 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 da. And yeah, I just had a great bouncy rhythm to it to really get the groove going, and I still like that song quite a bit, even listening to it now. Killer Queen. The lyrics are fun to listen to and even chime along with. So I would say that's my favorite in this group. Tenement Funster. I've said before that usually, if I'm listening to Queen, I want to hear Freddie Mercury. I don't really want to hear any other voices. But I gotta admit, this one was Roger Taylor. I thought he was good here. In fact, this might be my second favorite of the album, and it's one that Freddie Mercury doesn't sing. I don't know, I thought the guitar rhythm was really nice, and I like the good thing in life. but most of the best things ain't free. And I'm bad at singing. I'm not even going to try to sing some of these songs, as you heard with Killer Queen. But like that one just had a good vibe to it. That one, again, Roger Taylor's voice worked well with the lyrics that were showcased during it, and then I really liked the guitar work in it. That one was a nice little surprise. I didn't mind that. Didn't mind that at all. Number 4, Flick to the Wrist. I liked this one. It's definitely on the shorter. No, actually, no. I did that confused with 5. Yeah, 4 I didn't mind. That one I didn't mind. There's a piano, and then guitar work. I didn't mind some of the lyrics in that one. Castrate your human pride, sacrifice sacrifice your leisure days, squeeze you till you dried. Sounds like really bad sex, to be honest. I mean, unless flick to the wrist is I mean, maybe it's a jerking off song. Castrate your pride. I mean, I don't know if you're caught jerking off, your human pride's going to be a little bit out the window. Sacrifice your leisure day. Maybe it is about jerking off. Now that I think of these lyrics, look at this. I just thought of this now. Flick to the wrist. You know. Castrate. Castrate your, something to do with your balls. Balls. Your human pride, like I said, if you're caught jerking the dirt in, and someone come a smirking, you're going to be like, my pride's gone. You don't feel embarrassed. You don't feel like an ass and a pervert. Sacrifice your leisure days. Yeah, a lot of people, if they're bored and they're alone and they're able to do it, and your leisure days, some people are going to be filled till the palms are hairy. Looking like a big old damn fairy. And his name is Terry. A lot of people's leisure days are sacrificed by doing a bit too much of that till they're squeeze you till you're dried. I mean, you're squeezed until you're dried. And then you don't chafe. You keep doing that more so you don't bleed. So be careful. If you don't keep doing it, oh, it's bleeding. Your dick is bleeding. Don't do it. So, yeah, maybe it is a jerking off song. Not a song I want to jerk off to. I just mean a song that is about jerking off. It could be. So that's a bit food for thought. You tell me. Lily of the Valley. It's a short one. It's like 1:44, but it's a nice little heartfelt bit. Very nice piano work. Wonderful verbiage by Freddie Mercury. Again, it's short, but it works well. Again, nice heartfelt bit of business. I liked it. Let's see. Now I'm here. I thought that was okay. In the Lap of the Gods, the thing I remember is Roger screaming in his falsetto. Ah. And then throughout the song, I was paying less attention to what was being sung and more of just whenever Roger's like, ah, ah. It made me think of it would be put to the, that He-Man meme that was on the internet where it was like Prince Adam doing like this, ha 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 ha, and then people like put whatever song they want to put onto it. That could be put with this one too. Each time Roger screams. It's a great scream. Like the way he's able to get that note without breaking his voice, without it disintegrating. Kudos to that, but to be fair, to be honest, that's the only thing I remember about the song. Number 8. I like this one, Stone Cold Crazy. It's very fast tempo. I did like that. What I remember, and I'm like, this song sounds familiar, and I realized I have heard this song before. It was an Encino Man. If you ever, I like Encino Man. Wish it would get a Blu-ray, but maybe have the full version because when it went from VHS to DVD, they cut some bits out for no reason. Like there's a bit where Brendan Fraser's like I think they're wrestling a bit more, and I don't know, just like little bits here and there cut out for no reason. I don't know why. It wasn't anything bad or anything. It was just random. But yeah, I liked Encino Man, Sean Astin, Pauly Shore, Brendan Fraser, Ke Huy Quan was in there for a teeny bit. And when Pauly Shore had taken Brendan Fraser on a roller coaster, he was like, "Stone Cold Crazy." So it definitely did your adrenaline pumping. I just see why they used it. It definitely works for a roller coaster sequence. So because that brought back fond memories of watching Encino Man, I'm like, okay, that helped me enjoy that song. That's how it works for me. A lot of times a song will remind me of a movie because I'm much more of a movie guy. And it's like, oh, I remember the visuals. I remember how I felt during that scene. And then that song's connected with it, so that makes it give a bit more of a positive vibe to the whole thing, if that makes sense. So I did quite like that. The other songs, number 9, Dear Friends. It's only 1 minute with a piano. Go to sleep and dream again go to sleep and dream again. From all this gloom, life can start anew. And kind of like Lily of the Valley. It's very short, piano work, heartfelt. I felt like with the piano work, Freddie Mercury was really trying to get a bit more, maybe seeing something a bit more serious or a bit more to get his emotions out there. Maybe it was his way of being able to invoke more of his personal thoughts by doing such a simple fashion, just the piano and him singing, good, wonderful combination, and sure enough that it doesn't overstay his welcome. So I liked that stuff. Now there's some songs like Misfire and She Makes Me that I honestly don't really have much to say. They just weren't my cup of tea. Bring Back That Leroy Brown, probably my least favorite of the album. I get they were trying to do something different, but it's like one of those pianos that's like from the 1800s that you would hear in a saloon. I don't know what kind of honky tonk piano. I don't know what you would call that. Which I'm not gun ho about that sound. And then the ukulele. I'm not a big ukulele fan. So I get they're trying to do something a bit off the beaten path. I can appreciate that. Just not my favorite sound, especially from Queen. I appreciate someone do something a bit different. Just not what I look for when I'm looking for Queen music. And the Lap of the Gods Revisited, I probably like this a little bit more than the other Lap of the Gods. I especially like the chorus together at the end. Whoa, whoa, la, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, la, 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 whoa. They did that throughout it, and it was nice unison of these guys singing together, and there's a bit of me that kind of started doing that as well. Maybe because I listen to albums like this just makes me miss Freddie Mercury more. Plus, I had seen, well, it's been a while, but that Bohemian Rhapsody documentary, well, it was a documentary because a lot of stuff was changed. Would have been nice if it was a documentary, but just seeing that stuff, and overall, yeah, didn't mind. I didn't mind this album. I'd probably say I liked it more than the first two. I didn't hate the first two. This is a little bit more into my taste in the band Queen, which I do love the band, and it has a little bit more of that familiar feeling. Now we're getting a couple songs that I've at least heard before, like Killer Queen, like Stone Cold Crazy. Again, the more sweeter, simpler piano tunes really invokes the emotion coming out of Freddie's voice, which is always nice to hear. And of course, I know later on we're going to get like Radio Gaga, which I really like that song, and the Flash Gordon soundtrack, which is killer, and so on and so forth. So it's nice to see the progression build up, and this is just the way I look at it. It did seem like they got better as they went along. It did seem like the production value got a bit better, the sound seemed a bit more tighter, and they were developing more and more of these really standout hits that, of course, will increase much later on when you have Another One Bites the Dust and We Are the Champions and We Will Rock You, and all these songs are going to be coming out in the future for this band. And it's nice to see, because a lot of times bands, they maybe make a breakout hit, and then they have albums that are good but can't quite capture that first one. Guns N' Roses being one of them. Like, they did albums later, and some of their songs I do like. Hell, I like End of Days. That was a standalone song. Oh My God's the name of the song from the movie End of Days. And there's a few other songs here and there that I like, but that album, Chinese Democracy, I hated that album. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. But here, you see a nice progression, and that was cool. It's cool seeing that development, if that makes sense. But that's just me. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.